Alright, so here I am, and I know you guys have been seeing sort of a lack of uploads just simply because I had a lot of things going on. You know, it's the holidays and all that, and about to be New Year's, so I just say this now in other videos, but yeah, Happy New Year's, right? Whenever you guys see this, I mean, I guess it really won't matter, but so I just say it now, just because. But yeah, I'm gonna just get this started right here. It's a simple 4-minute video of World Rejector. You know, I'm trying to get some light things out right now before I just get into some heavy stuff next year and just really go crazy. Start off with a bang or something. But other than that, like I said, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Just make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and let's just get this thing started.
To explore the mysterious power from a certain magical index New Testament known as World Rejector.
World
First,
Rejector.
I must obviously point out that it's
That's fine with me. I'm the one trying to find this out right now.
Own discretion and read those goddamn books. World Rejector is essentially the counterpart of Imagine Breaker, as both are located within the right hand. But World Rejector is more offensive in nature, as opposed to Imagine Breaker being more of a defensive ability in comparison, with its power to nullify magical or scientific abilities. They are also two sides of the same coin in terms of their very nature, as World Rejector was subconsciously created by the true gremlin magic gods due to their hidden desire for a new world, as Imagine Breaker in contrast represents the hopes and dreams of all magicians to cling to the current world and acts as a reference point for the entire universe. So the magic gods subconsciously created World Rejector due to their hidden doubts that Toaru would not fulfill the expectations they had for him.
Yeah, makes sense.
World Rejector began to manifest within a random, ordinary high school boy.
And of course, it got to be someone random.
Although he was likely best suited to use the power in a similar way that Toaru was best suited to use Imagine Breaker, and therefore he was chosen by it. World Rejector is also similar to Imagine Breaker with the fact that it's neither a magic or Esper power, which also means that World Rejector cannot be nullified by Imagine Breaker. Its power is to send its victims to an alternate dimension, which I call World Rejector Land. Very creative name, I know. World Rejector Land is essentially a parallel universe to the one we are all familiar with, but is pretty much an indestructible environment on Earth.
Okay, that's a good representation.
Except no
hyperbolic time chamber.
This parallel world can also be classed as an alternate timeline, as World Rejector Land is located within the gaps of time itself.
Okay, yeah, let me see this real quick. This was not heaven or hell, and it was not a strange world of swords and magic where his soul had been reincarnated. It was based on Academy City, but there was no one here. If the single line of time was seen as split into frames like a film, then normal people only perceived about 10 frames per second. Hold up, if a single... Wow. Okay, if the actual amount of information was seen as 30 per second, then there were excess frames that acted like gaps. Wow. From that perspective, World Rejector, which had been a certain boy's right hand, would shift people and objects into those excess frames. That meant those people and objects could never interact with anyone despite being in the same world. If some subliminal footage was slipped in between the frames of a movie, the characters in the movie could not perceive that soda bottle. Okay, good little example. Wow, that's crazy. Alright.
Which means it can be accessed in other ways, such as moving really fast or tearing holes in space-time. World Rejector can even affect beings such as magic gods, which Kamisato used to exile most of the Nerf gods, and even use World Rejector to cancel out Nephthys, attempting to create a phase or layer of reality that covers the entire universe. While World Rejector may seem kinda OP, there are rules and limitations to the Isekai hand.
Yeah.
The shadow of the user's right arm must touch the target in order to isekai it.
Oh, shadow.
At night time, you may wonder. Well, Kamisato uses a flashlight, which is American for the word torch, in order to generate a shadow and increase his range. Second, the phrase, "Do you wish for a new world?" must be said as a trigger for the ability. However, it doesn't have to be used every time in order to use the ability, because that would be worse than Naruto yelling Rasengan.
Gee, okay.
if the target has
getting on him like that.
conscience, they must have conflicting desires. Now, this sounds super vague, and that's because it totally is. The parameters for judging if the target does indeed have conflicting desires are pretty loose. I don't know if I want McDonald's today or not. We already have food at home, but damn, I want a Royale with cheese. Oh shit, I'm being slowly isekai'd into the new world. See you all next time. Make sure you subscribe for more Index and Railgun content to pay your respect. Anyway, while Will Rejector is the same mysterious type of power as Imagine Breaker, there are notable differences between them. For example, Imagine Breaker is known to be a seal for whatever is within Toma's right arm and has the ability to regenerate when severed, which are attributes that Will Rejector doesn't have. In fact, other people can sever Will Rejector and steal it for themselves so they can use it, but if they have conflicting desires, they will end up exiling themselves to Will Rejector land if they use it. So if you are planning to steal the Isekai hand, make sure that you 100% want McDonald's that day, unless you want to Isekai yourself to a lifeless parallel universe.
Make sure your
lose your mind in if you are not
your beliefs are in the right place and what you really want to do.
Power of Will Rejector, and that is you get a harem of over 100 girls in a matter of days. No catch. While this may seem like a dream to almost any man with sus intentions, Kamisato is simply built different, cause clearly an ordinary high school boy like him doesn't deserve this degree of attention from the opposite sex. Guess we gotta blame the magic gods or something, I guess. If you found this video informative, check out my other Toaru explained videos on screen now.
Okay, and I guess that is it for this one here. Alright, well, yeah, that was a little bit of what Rejector explained. Yeah, like I said, I'm just doing a short video for now, just because it's like, I mean, I do kind of have time, but yeah, it's like so late now. Yeah, might as well just get this, do something simple and then just be done with it. Until next year, right? And there's not a lot I have to do, but yeah, I see it now. It has its limitations, you know. What was it? He was asking that question, do you wish for a new world? That's what it was. And then also a shadow has to touch you. And then yes, how convenient, he needs a flashlight at night. Now I wonder what happens if someone just smacks the flashlight out of his hand. Now, I know he can just go to his phone or something, but you know, I'm just saying, what if he don't got time for that? Or what if they don't allow him to do that in time? But overall, yeah, it doesn't seem all that bad. You know, sort of limitations, I guess. But this is something else. So, okay, and like I said, yeah, like a parallel world, but yeah, just some things that's going to be different. You know, it can be the same, but has to be at least that one thing that's different. Let's see. Yeah, and 30 frames. So yeah, that's just excess frames, or at least 20 extra, if I'm getting that right. Because like, if a single line of time was seen as a split into frames like a film, then normal people only perceived about 10. Yeah, they're only seeing or getting that 10 frames, right? But if the actual information was seen as 30, then there were excess that acted like gaps. Okay. Well, I'll have to get more into that later. And like I said, I'm telling you, I'll be reading, you know, looking up and trying to read more about this. Because I had to look a little bit about accelerate. It's like, it's not like I don't understand the vectors and all that. It's just, that is a lot. Like, yeah, just even making those wings, like, you know how much, I don't think it's that complicated, but the calculations you need to know, like, to spin 4 like tornado like things on your back, you know, and being able to move around with that's just crazy. But yeah, it was just simply that, and then also, you know, whatever else accelerator could do, you know, yeah, plasma and all that crazy stuff. But other than that, that should be about it. I think I'm gonna look. Well, he should. Yeah, have a video about these gods here. Yeah, I will definitely look at them. There's just so much I still gotta look at and do. But for now, yeah, like I said, let me do something simple, something that I've already been introduced to before I even did these videos. Might as well. But other than that, that should be about it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you leave it a like. Sorry about that. I guess that was probably loud. But make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll just see you guys in the next one.